Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Nama saya Suryani. Saya dosen Prodi Kebidanan. Basic saya adalah pendidikan bahasa Inggris. Kenapa saya ada di Prodi Kebidanan? Karena dulu awal saya masuk Prodi Kebidanan itu bernama D4 Kebidanan Pendidik. D4 Bidan Pendidik. Otomatis saya ditempatkan di home base D4 Bidan Pendidik, dan D4 Bidan Pendidik itu untuk saat ini sudah berubah menjadi S1 Kebidanan. Jadi home base saya ada di S1 Kebidanan. Hari ini saya akan membuat video pembelajaran bahasa Inggris bersama dengan mahasiswa-mahasiswa saya. Hari ini saya membahas tentang passive voice, di mana pembelajaran ini CPMK-nya adalah mahasiswa mampu menerapkan passive voice dalam penulisan dan komunikasi bahasa Inggris setiap hari. Kemudian SKS ini, SKS Bahasa Inggris dalam Prodi Kebidanan 2 SKS. Pertemuan itu ada 14 kali pertemuan, 1 kali untuk UTS dan satunya untuk UAS. Jadi jumlahnya 16 kali pertemuan, tatap muka 14 kali, UAS dan UTS 1 kali. Penilaiannya adalah penilaian harian, tugas, kemudian sikap, skala tingkah laku, kemudian kehadiran, kemudian nilai UTS atau UAS. Itu tambahan penilaiannya. Tidak bisa berpanjang kata karena batasan waktu. Kita langsung saja ke pembelajaran di kelas. Terima kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How are you today?
I'm fine.
Okay. This is the third meeting. So today we have the material about the passive voice. But before we study, we should pray. Yeah. Please, Kisti, lead it.
Before we do the lesson, let's pray. So, pray start. Pray finished.
Okay, thank you so much. So, because you are so tired yet and you are so sleepy, maybe we should ice breaking before we study. Come on, Kisti, please leading about our ice breaking.
Okay, we will carry on ice breaking. So, start learning so you to have follow me first. Okay.
Give example before.
So, if I clap one, so you follow me clap one, okay?
Okay.
Clap one, clap three, clap five, clap four, clap two. Applause everyone. Okay, thank you for the explanation.
Okay. Before we study, we should check attendance list today. Aulia Putri Utama. Okay. Fitriana Fatul Rahman. Okay. Faza Octaviana Dianti. Yes. M. Rizky Ilhami. Why?
Go to Cianjur.
Okay. Arashid Fadilah Rasya. Okay. Adi Putra Pradana.
Absent.
Oh, it is so much difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why? Why?
Sick.
Oh, he is sick. Yeah. I pray to him. Yeah. Get well soon.
Thank you.
Francis Grace Camila Yunus. Okay, thanks. Walborg Ule.
Present.
Okay. Siti Nazwa.
Present.
Okay. Kisti Ramadhanti. Virginia Grace.
Present.
Yeah. Christian Abraham. Yeah. Aisyah Putri Afiani. Okay, thank you. And today you should have concentration about our subject today. It is before we explain. So I should give you this. Yeah. Okay. This paper related with the metro today, yes. It is about the passive voice. But before we study passive voice, we should know about the aim of geometry today. Yeah, it is. I understand you know about my name, but it is just title, yeah. It is subject achievement result, yeah. Capaian mata kuliah. The students should be able to apply, yeah, it is apply, not apply, ya, but apply passive voice in writing and speaking English. Jadi Anda nanti setelah ini harus bisa bagaimana membuat kalimat pasif, ya, dalam bahasa tulisan maupun pembicaraan. Jadi Anda bisa bicara dengan kalimat pasif dan menulis dalam kalimat pasif dalam struktur yang benar, ya, based on the structure of English. Okay, listening, understand the meaning of short functional text and simple monologue text in active and passive voice in the context of everyday life, and speaking, expressing meaning in short functional text and monologues in the form of active and passive voice in the context of everyday life. Understand to read text of active and passive voice and understand the meaning in bahasa. It is reading and writing. Understand how to make sentences using active and passive voice based on the tenses. Yeah, it is indicator. Yeah, you should be able to understand the basic concept of active and passive voice in English. Jadi Anda harus tahu basicnya itu seperti apa konsepnya di dalam membuat kalimat aktif dan kalimat pasif. And student and you are able to identify and differentiate between active and passive voice sentence structure. Jadi Anda harus bisa mengidentifikasi, ya, perbedaan dan membedakan di antara aktif dan pasif. But we studied about the active voice, ya, many tenses. Kita udah belajar kalimat aktif dengan beberapa tenses, dengan banyak tenses. And then students are able to students are able to use active and passive voice sentence correctly di appropriate sentence context. Jadi Anda nanti bisa mengkoreksi, ya, mencari benar tidaknya secara tepat di dalam konteks kalimat aktif dan passive voice. Students are able to analyze and understand the use of active and passive voice in English text. Ya, yang berikutnya Anda harus bisa menganalisa dan mengerti penggunaan kalimat active voice di dalam teks bahasa Inggris. Students are able to apply active and passive voice in English writing and communication effectively. Berikutnya, Anda juga harus bisa menerapkan kalimat active voice di dalam bahasa Inggris, bahasa tulisan maupun bahasa speaking secara efektif. Okay. It is passive voice, but before we continue about the passive voice, maybe we should know about the active voice, ya. Jadi sebelum berlanjut kita harus tahu juga kalimat aktifnya. It is just repeat. Ini mengulang saja, ya. Maybe about the simple present tense. We studied about simple present tense. Kita udah belajar simple present tense, ya, semuanya. Udah belajar. Maybe you should know the point of the simple present tense. What kind of simple present tense you should know. Okay, it is just repeat. You can see on your paper there are passive voice, ya. Okay, is there? Yeah, there are passive voice, but it is related with the active voice. Ini berhubungan dengan kalimat aktif. You should know where is the subject. It is the basic, ya. You should know about the subject, verb, and object. You should about that ya. You should know about that. Jadi Anda harus tahu itu mana subject, mana verb, mana object. Because if we want to change into the passive voice, so we should know about where is the subject, where is the verb, where is the object. You should change the subject into object. So you should know about the subject and object. Karena Anda harus merubah yang mana subjek, yang mana objek, maka Anda harus tahu itu subjeknya mana, objeknya mana. Gitu ya. For example, simple present tense, we studied about this. Coba try Kisti related with the simple present tense. Just one sentence using yeah.
Mother cook rice.
Yes, mother cook rice. You should identify where is the subject, where is the object. It is active voice. Ini kalimat aktif ya. Mother cooks. Ya, mother cooks rice. Where is the subject? Mother. Where is the verb? Cooks. Where is the object? Rice. You analyze that is the subject, verb, and object. Now you should change into passive. It is just for example ya. Don't forget about the personal pronoun too ya. Jangan lupa bahwa ada personal pronoun. For example, we have 7 subject. Are you ready to see it? And that is subject. So can object me, you. Remember? Me, you, she into her, and he into him. So they into them, like that ya, and etc. Nah, seperti itulah kalimat di dalam kalimat active, simple, present tense, and we change the active into many tenses because we have 16 tenses. Kita bisa merubah-rubah kalimat itu ke dalam beberapa ke dalam kalimat pasif dengan beberapa tenses because we have 16 ya. 16 tenses. But pokok dasarnya, basicnya adalah you should know about the where is the subject, where is the verb, where is the object, and don't forget that it is just for example, yeah. They produce coffee in Brazil, for example, Indonesia. It is repeat again. Yeah, I repeat. They produce coffee in Brazil. Where is the subject? They. Where is the verb? Produce. And coffee is an object. And then it is adverb. Yeah, keterangan. If you have adverb, you can put in the end of the sentence like this or in the first sentence. But change that is still like object into subject, subject into object. Yeah. Like this, counting. Yes, and then it is simple present tense. Okay, simple present tense. Two ways or three. Many ways to make into passive voice. There was subject into object, object into subject. And the second you should put be based on the tenses. Dan yang kedua, Anda harus tahu to be dari tenses. How way to make be? Gimana caranya membuat be itu? Put be, bagaimana caranya? Caranya adalah you should analyze about the verb. Yang pertama, Anda harus lihat verbnya. Verbnya mana? Where is the verb tadi? Ya, produce. Ya, produce without dia. That is the verb one. Like Kisti, Kisti's example. Like contohnya Kisti yang tadi. Mama, mother cooks. Ya, the verb produce without s. Ya, without D, jadi the passive voice ya. But Kisti cooks using S. Okay. If you see the verb one, remember ya, if you see the your verb 1 or verb 1 plus s or es means your to be simple present tense. The to be of simple present tense am, is, are. So you should put am, is, are in the passive voice. Jadi kalau nanti Anda ternyata sudah menganalisa, sudah melihat, memperhatikan bahwa kata kerjanya ada bentuk satu atau bentuk satu ditambah s atau verbuannya ditambah is, berarti to be yang Anda letakkan pastikan bahwa itu adalah am, is, are. Understand ya? Lalu yang mana? Which one we should choose? Be, am, is, are based on the subject, berdasarkan subjeknya pilihannya. Kalau subjeknya, coba your name is? Iya, Najwa. You have be, am. Anda punya to be, am. Subjeknya apa? We have name subject, right? You, then he, she, it. If you have the be, am, what is the subject? Yeah, good. I am. And you are. He, she, it, is. Understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Like this. Kami. Kami is uncountable noun. Kami itu masuk benda yang nggak bisa dihitung. Automatically, the be is like this ya. Jadi to be-nya adalah is. Jika Anda punya benda yang tidak bisa dihitung, for example coffee, water, and then rice, good. Then yes, oil, and then
Sand.
ya, good. Sand. Ya. Itu semua masuk dalam benda yang tidak bisa dihitung, termasuk money and time. Maka to be yang Anda gunakan adalah is. Understand ya? But they are more than animal. Misalnya ada animal tapi lebih dari satu, berarti pakai are. Understand semua? Ya. The first you should change the subject into object. Sudah ya? Ini subject. Kami is. Sudah sampai be, and the third you should put verb 3. Verb 3 ya. Produce, that is regular verb. So just plus d. Ya, kalau regular verb kan cuma nambah d atau ed. Maka jadi produce it. That is the third verb. Ya, yang subjek jadi objek, yang objek jadi subjek. So put be, ya, be-nya adalah is, and then using verb 3. Ya, using verb 3. Then perhatikan ya, attention, remember that if you have passive voice, meaning in bahasa D, ya, D. Jadi kalau ada to be, ada verb 3, ada translate dalam bahasa Indonesia itu D. Seperti ini, produce it, ada is-nya kan? Kalau produce, what the meaning produce in bahasa? Ya, memproduksi, ya, membuat. Kalau membuat make ya, tapi kalau mau produksi itu produce. Maka ketika ada is-nya jangan memproduksi, itu berarti diproduksi. Good. Understand? Ya, jadi it is easy more ya. Easy? Can you? Can you? Okay. If we change, for example, you bring, okay. You bring animal. You bring animals. How many animals? More than one. So that is plural. Itu adalah jamak. So you should change be based on the subject. Subject itu object. Object itu subject. You bring animals. So in the passive voice, change the subject into object. Animals. Good. Animals are bring. The third one,
bring up
Yeah, good.
Grow.
Grow. Repeat again.
animals or grown
Yes.
by action.
Yeah, good. Atau or you can without by ya, bisa tanpa by, langsung you-nya di situ oke ya. Why? If you use by, so that is create, compose. Jadi kalau Anda pakai by itu, yang mewajibkan pakai by di akhir by you, by object itu kalau sebuah ciptaan, sebuah karya, ya, compose, mengarang. Saya mengarang sebuah lagu. I compose the song. Nah, itu wajib pakai by me. Understand? Atau create, Anda menciptakan program. Kisti creates the program of the computer. Itu ciptaan. Maka by Kisti wajib ya. Jadi kalau ciptaan create itu wajib ya. Tapi kalau yang saya menulis surat, dia membaca buku dibaca oleh dia, itu tidak harus pakai by, boleh saja tidak pakai by ya. Yang wajib berarti yang karangan ciptaan. Kalau karangan ciptaan kan ada hak patennya ya. Nah, by bla bla bla, Mr. Rudolf Supratman, ya kan? Composes the song of Indonesia Raya. In the passive, make a
Indonesia
passive.
Raya.
Yeah, the song of Indonesia Raya. Composes, yeah, composes, that is a simple present tense, right? So be, yes, no, using be before what using be? Yes, good. Repeat. The song of Indonesia Raya. Yeah. Sponsored by, yeah, Mr. Rudolf Supratman. Understand ya? That is simple present tense. Yeah, right. It is past participle. Past participle, that is the third verb. Verb 3. The name, the other name, past participle. Ya, jadi nama lain dari verb 3 adalah past participle. If you next you see past participle means verb 3 ya. Jadi nanti kalau lihat past participle itu berarti verb 3. Oke, next. Ya. Somebody may still. This is may. Maybe. Because may to be-nya adalah be, can be. Understand? Could be, must be. Somebody may steal your wallet. Ya. Your wallet steal, pencuri. Jadi dicuri. Ya. Dicuri. Your wallet dicuri. Nah, if you are not careful. Ya, translate itu bahasa. Ya, dompetmu. Ya, mungkin. Ya, mungkin dicuri jika ya tidak hati-hati. Understand ya? It is easy for you? Easy ya? Okay. Nah, you can watch this YouTube. It is related to the passive voice.
Emma? Where are you? I'm in the bedroom. I'm making up. I'm afraid we'll forget something. I often have that feeling when we are about to travel.
Don't worry. I left a list of things to bring on the table. You can check that list.
You're great, honey. Money, clothes, medicine, sunscreen, comfortable walking shoes, phone chargers, passport, and driver's license. Emma?
What's wrong, honey?
Have you done yet?
Not yet.
Help me bring my passport and driver's license when you're done.
Okay, where is it?
I'm not sure. Please check the drawer.
Okay.
Thank you.
is the resume. Ya, ini resume-nya. There was subject in the active change into object and object in active change into subject. Understand ya? Okay. Would be or to be based on the tense. Based on the subject. Ya, it is fixed ya. Would be or to be based on the subject. A continuous sentence at being after be. Ya, is it okay? Put for three. Put by if a period. Ya, kalau ciptaan karangan boleh. Put object. Using by or no is okay ya. But period using by. Okay. You can make exercise at your home. Ya. Bisa dikerjakan nanti di rumah. Any question? I give you reason, sudah ada reasonnya. Any question? Ya.
Can passive voice be used in all times? Because sometimes I get confused to recognize between passive and active voice.
Okay. The basic, if you have the sentence using object, so we can make into passive. But without object, sometimes cannot passive. Yeah. Any question again? Yeah.
I want to ask something about how important is the use of passive voice?
How important? Yes. Yes. Because it is so important. Because every day we make conversation just no active. Sometimes using passive. I love you. You love me. Jadi tiap hari kita nggak selalu bicara dengan be dalam bahasa Indonesia. Tapi kadang harus pakai di. Mungkin nggak Anda belajar tiap hari ucapnya me terus ber terus. Nggak mungkin kan? Beragam kan? Berarti aktif dan pasif. So passive voice is so important ya in daily life or speaking. Is it okay? Yeah. Any question again? Enough? Yeah. Okay, I think enough. Don't forget to make exercise ya. Thank you. See you next. Insya Allah ya. Mudah-mudahan Allah kasih kesehatan buat kita dan kita bertemu lagi. Thank you. See you next. Goodbye. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Ada pertanyaan di luar ini? Oke ya. Tomorrow next meeting ya.